we've been discussing healthy resilience, and of course, there's multiple kinds of resilience. We talked briefly in one clip about physical resilience, and then we hit mental resilience, and so now we have emotional resilience. So the question would be, how emotionally resilient do you feel? And if you'd like to have greater emotional fortitude, what can you do about it? So in keeping with that idea, one of the things that makes us emotionally resilient is when we feel good about who we are and when we hold a high opinion of ourselves. Because that way, when we have criticism or disapproval or even like unkindness from others, it's sort of like, it's just like water off a duck's back, because we're like, well, I know who I am. I know what I believe in, I know what I stand for, and I really appreciate and respect the way I show up every day. So I'm not too worried about what people think about me. When you can reach that level, that really is a very powerful aspect of emotional resilience. Also, again, if you feel like you're a person of integrity, then again, it gives you such a strong core that will hold you in good stead when those emotional waves come your way. So essentially, just being an honest, ethical, and responsible person is the greatest safeguard you can have for being emotionally manipulated, because it really gets you so solid on who you are. And then you keep doing behaviors and choices every day that meet those standards, and it helps with that resiliency. If, however, you feel like there's some area that you feel shaky or that you feel like it's kind of your Achilles heel emotionally, then be prepared when something comes up in that arena to just do some deep breathing. Because if you can keep some deep breath work going in the face of emotional turbulence, what that does is it keeps your whole system well oxygenated so that you can think more clearly and more rationally and be less likely to be emotionally reactive. That's what you don't want to do, is to react inappropriately to a stimulus. So just again, getting back to you, feeling good about who you are, taking a deep breath and just saying, I've got this. I know who I am. I appreciate the feedback. I'll consider it, but I feel like I'm emotionally together and strong. That's emotional resilience. So we'll talk a little bit more about it, but ponder that and see what you think. Thank you so much. Cheers.